All right. I'm gonna plant some raspberries. Raspberries and blackberries are pretty much the same growing conditions that they like. I have really hard clay, which isn't great to grow in much anything in, but I'm gonna plant it in it and put a bunch of compost on top of it, which should keep moisture in it when it gets real dry, like it is right now. It's pretty dry, but I don't want to put it all mixed into it because I don't want to make a little pond for it to set in. I'm just going to see what it does. Since it's real heavy clay in the soil, I know that the pH is off, so I'm going to add some soil acidifier, and then I'm going to put some compost, which is going to be high on nitrogen probably because I use goat manure to compost down with food scraps. And I'm going to plant it right here, which is actually kind of in a slightly shaded area. It gets a good bit of full sun, but there's a lot of tree branches. These grow kind of with sparse leaves, and when the berries get too hot in the sun, if it gets dried out, it'll make them look horrible and dry up and not really too edible at that point. So you want to keep them with some filtered sun, but some direct sun too. They sound like they're kind of picky, but they also grow like a weed in a lot of places. For what I understand, they kind of are, they're pretty much the same as blackberries. I think they're called brambles or something. Both of them were very similar. I don't want to put it right against this fence because at some point I would like to do some fence work on it and replace it, but it won't be any time soon on this piece. Hey, there's actually some worms in here. That's a good sign. Yeah. Not much of a root ball on this, but it's already trying to spring some new shoot up, so that's cool. I don't think I'm gonna go super deep. I'm gonna have it kind of shallow, kind of like what I did with my my apple trees. I'm gonna plant it where it's not fully in it's in the ground, but it's also not where it's gonna drown it when it rains. It's not like I'm not gonna give it moisture when it needs it. Just a little soil acidifier in the hole, and since I got that pretty much the way I want right there, I'm gonna put just a little bit of this in it as well. I don't really like adding a whole lot of stuff other than the clay back because, like I said, it'll make like a pond sometimes, I've noticed, and I don't want that. But now it's not fully in, it's still got some area where it can be a little deeper. So I'm gonna just put a bunch of compost on top, so it'll actually help the soil break down some the clay with the organic matter. And my brain, the organic matter will actually help break down the clay structure. So I'm gonna lay it on pretty thick here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more sulfur And right there is how I'm going to plant this. I'll just keep it nicely moist, but right now I don't think I'm going to water it in at all right this moment because we're supposed to have pretty much a week full of rain. That's why I wanted to plant these out. I'm going to probably move over a little bit further and do another plant of another type that I have. I'm going to do that video, but I'm probably going to put some leaves over top of this. I'll be right back. I'm going to put some leaves over top of it. One thing to keep the soil covered and hopefully keep grass from growing up right here anytime soon. Especially since I put all that nutrient in here. It should be good right there. And it'll break down and slowly feed them too. Alright, well that's how I'm going to plant my raspberry. Well, it's already planted. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have some more videos coming soon, hopefully, but I don't know what this rain's going to do for me making videos. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Y'all have a good one. Bye.